Before we go into what happened during that game against the Titans, before we go into what went good during the game, what went bad, and other news, I'm seeing a lot of content creators say their thoughts on the Atlanta Falcons this year, and as a content creator, I thought I might as well give out my thoughts. And if this wasn't obvious from the start, this is not going to be a very positive talk. Something's wrong with this team. There's no sugarcoating it. There's not a lot of positive things to talk about. Let's just put it that way. And these are my thoughts. And content creators are not the only ones that can give out their thoughts, by the way. You guys matter. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And heck, you can even give out your thoughts on my thoughts. Maybe you guys think I'm too negative. You already unsubscribed because I'm trying to put you down. I'm so negative and angry. And maybe that is the case. Maybe I'm freaking out too much. But again, these are my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. Your thoughts matter too, guys. It's not just mine. So anyway, I'm going to start this out by saying this. The Atlanta Falcons, ever since 2017, kind of remind me of a girl that I was talking to. I met her, and we were talking, and it seemed like there was a lot of potential. And I said, hey, you want to go out? And she said, yeah. And then she ditched the date. And I was like, okay, well, that didn't work out. And then the next year, she came back. And idiotically, I said, oh, hey, you want to go on a date? And she said, yeah. And she ditched the date. And I said, okay. And then she came back the next year. And very idiotically, I said, you want to go on a date? And she said, yeah. And she ditched the date. And that's when I was like, yeah, I had it. This is not going to work out. Whatever bullshit she gives me next year, I'm not falling for it this time. So where I'm trying to go with this, if that was a terrible example and you already left the video because of that, that's fine. But this is where I'm trying to go. Again, if I'm too negative, point it out. Really, point it out. Dislike the video and unsubscribe. Point it out. But where I'm trying to go is I feel like the Atlanta Falcons, ever since 2017, always are hyped up. And they're like, oh, look at all the talent they got. They could win the NFC South. And you buy into it. You're like, oh, this is going to be it. And they don't do it. And you're like, well, maybe next year is it. And the next year, they're like, this might be it. They have a lot of potential. And you're like, let's go. This might be it. And it doesn't happen. And you're like, okay, well, it wasn't our year. On to next year. And then they get hyped up once again, and you're starting to believe the hype, and something goes wrong, and you finally are telling yourself, I'm done. Something is wrong with this team. I'm not going to fall for the bullshit the media gives us. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong with this team. This is a team that I feel like is uninspired to even win a game. You can tell there is no chemistry. There's no culture. There's no brotherhood. Screw the whole "and brotherhood." That doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. That brotherhood does not fucking exist. There's no such thing as a brotherhood. Nobody believes in that. And nobody believes in Dan Quinn's fast and physical. No, we are soft. We are a soft and sorry defense. Despite all the talent, none of that is living up to the hype. Dirk Cutter is not bringing this offense to where it needs to be. Dan Quinn is not going to lead us to another Super Bowl. It's not going to happen. In my opinion, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen with the roster we have now. And with all the other teams winning, by the way, like the Saints and Panthers are winning without a quarterback, basically. Like, they have their backup quarterback winning the games, and even the Bucs are winning. Honestly, you know what? If we lose next week, I'm seriously gonna look at all of the Bucs, Panthers, and Saints fans. I'll be like, honestly, go ahead and have it. I don't even want the division, man. Like we don't even deserve it. Let's just lose games so we can, at this point, you know what? get more talent. I don't want to keep the players we have anyway. You might as well have it. So, again, I'm probably too negative. But here's where I think I need to really point this out, I guess. Does that mean we need to rebuild or retool? I don't think we need to rebuild and let go of every single player. I don't know about that. We don't need to get rid of Matt Ryan. Cut it out with the Matt Ryan is the reason Dan Quinn is fired. No, that is not true. I will never agree on that one. Matt Ryan is not the reason we're losing games. No. Yes, he has the most interceptions, but no, it's not Matt Ryan. It's not Matt Ryan's fault. Matt Ryan is fine. What I think needs to happen is we need to get rid of all the coaches. Get rid of Dan Quinn. Get rid of Dirk Cutter. And I know he's not a coach, but get rid of Thomas Dimitrov. And we need to get a whole new set of coaches. And now you're like, oh, it's always on the coaches, isn't it? It's always the coach's fault. All right, fine. I'll say this. A lot of the players need to go too. A lot of the players need to go. Not all of them. Matt Ryan needs to stay. Julio Jones needs to stay. And some other players. But anyway, a lot of these players need to go. A lot of these players need to go. This reminds me of the 2018 Seattle Seahawks. After the 2017 season, they were like, yeah, despite the fact that we have Richard Sherman and company, this is not going to go anywhere. So we need to get rid of all these players and make sure we actually are inspired to win. And now look at them. They're winning games. This is what I think the Falcons need to do. They need to do literally what they've been doing. Obviously, the coaching staff and the players that we have now is not going to work. It's not going to work. So we need to find new coaches and find new players. Because I honestly, you know what? I'm tired of the team. Well, I don't want to say, though I'm tired of the roster. Maybe that's the same thing. Who cares? I don't want this roster anymore. Now, I'm not saying I'm giving up on the Falcons and I'm switching teams. I'm boycotting the NFL. I never said that. I'm giving up on the roster. This roster is not gonna go anywhere. I gave up. No. After this Titans game, that was the last straw. I am so done with this roster. I'm so done believing in the hype. It's not happening. We need to switch a lot of things. A lot of these coaches need to go. No, all of these coaches need to go. And some of the players, not all of them, we don't need to tank for Tua. We just need to get a lot of new players and release most of them. I don't care if they have contract extensions. A lot of them need to go, but those are my thoughts. I know that wasn't positive. Unsubscribe if you need to, but those are my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. For real. You guys matter. I want to hear your thoughts. But anyway, on to the recap. And by the way, I am not even going to wait till Tuesday to upload this video. I want the Falcons to know how fucking frustrated I am with this. I want to release it right now. I can't even sleep. I cannot sleep right now. All I'm doing is talking to myself on how frustrated I am. And I'm like, no, screw it. I'm going to say it right now. It is 3:31 a.m. as I record this. I can't sleep. I'm going to let you guys know everything right now. Yeah, what went good during this game? Not much went good, but I guess Austin Hooper looked good. There. Now, what went bad was pretty much everything. The coaching was shit. The running game was shit. Offensive line was shit. The defense was shit. Everything was shit. And on other news, the Saints, Panthers, and Bucks won. Good for you, man. If we lose next week, it, man. Alright, sorry for the negativity, but I'm frustrated. I'm done. See you guys. Russ up.